What's going on, everybody? It's the one and only, the Red Bull Bully himself, man. DJ Unknown with my sis right now. Go tell him your name real quick.
What's good, y'all? This is your girl, DJ ISpark in the building.
That's right. Ladies and gentlemen, look it, man. This is our ever first YouTube podcast show that we're doing here. So look it, if you tuned in and you're checking this out, make sure you guys hit that notification and follow us, man. Hit that subscribe button also, too. And stay tuned because we're just getting started. We're about to bring in my homegirl, hardworking, the one and only Moyi.
Yeah. Hey.
Hey, Moyi, how you doing?
I am good. How are you?
Good. I'm fine. Thank you so much for being a part of this today. We really appreciate your time. Now, so if you guys don't know, you do a lot of great things, right? But one of the most amazing things that you do is that you are a gospel recording artist. Can you talk a little bit about that and share a little bit about yourself with the listeners?
Yes, I am a gospel artist. I like to encourage people with my music. I feel like there's enough, I don't know how to say it. But there's enough music without substance, so I like to have substance in my music. I am from Buffalo, New York, 716, but I live in Florida now. Sunshine State. While you guys have all the snow, I have all the sunshine. But I have been singing since I was a kid. We used to record on the VHSs. Little plays. We used to do little musicals, little shows. We actually still have all of those, so it's kind of embarrassing. But since I was a kid, we've been doing little musicals, little shows, and I've always wanted to be like a big singer. I've always wanted to be, but it didn't work out that way for a long time. I had a few opportunities in Florida, but life hits, babies come, work come, all of those struggles come, life hits again, and then it just goes the other way. But finally in 2019 I finally said, you know what, that's it, no more waiting, no more hesitating, it's time for me to step in and just start doing music. My mom used to always sing Whitney and Mariah Carey all the time. We used to sit there and watch the Grammys. I would be so excited. For some reason, I will never forget this, but I remember in 1992, Seal won a Grammy for Kiss by a Rose.
Yeah. off the Batman soundtrack.
Yes, off of the Batman soundtrack. But I've always watched Grammys. I always just sat there like admiring, like, ooh, look at that. Like, I'm going to be there. And music isn't actually, let me give credit to where it's due, but my real dad, my father, he passed away. He actually was musical. My uncle, musical. He was the DJ. My dad was a freestyle rapper, like old school, Yeah, so music is like literally in my blood, literally.
Now, during that transition, like, was it like, were you like battling stuff, like, like did they give you, like, did your mom give you like that, girl, you need to worry about those books, not singing those music? You know how parents are, you know what I mean? They don't want you doing certain things, you know what I mean?
I haven't really been this honest before, and I'm gonna be completely honest with you. I feel like as a child, stuff like that wasn't pushed. To become a singer wasn't pushed, but as a child, it was more of, okay, but go, do something else. So aside from singing, I wanted to be a teacher of the kids. Somehow, some way, I wanted to influence children.
Right now, we're tapping into some deep stuff, man.
Get emotional up in here.
I was actually wondering if we can get into one of Moyi's songs. I know Moyi has a few songs out right now that are doing really well, and one of those songs is called Happy. Moyi, can you talk a little bit about Happy before we play for the listeners?
Yes. So actually, I am on this track with an artist called Supa. I consider him being my mentor in music because I stopped doing music for a very long time, but he actually encouraged me to get back into it. He sent me this beat, and on this beat, I just went with it. I flowed with it. I was pregnant during this time, and when I wrote to this song, I was kind of in like this, my mindset, my head. So the lyrics literally manifest a lot. So in this song, you know, I say, I just want to be happy. I deserve to be happy. It's my time to be happy. And that's pretty much what this song is about, being happy, letting go, and just being free.
Okay, you guys heard it here first. We are going to get into Moyi's song called Happy, and we will be right back with more of Flava1 Radio on YouTube.
Y'all know what it is. Supa in it, big. Hey, Moyi, what's happening? Y'all know Contra on the mix. OCB shit.
I just wanna be happy.
You know how it is, you going through that shit, you just wanna be happy. But shit don't always go that way. Take what?
What's it really like? I just wanna know. I've been down this road one too many times before. I'm down on my knees, can't stop crying out. Are you even listening? Are you reaching out? I just wanna be happy. Can you hear me out? Can you help me out? I thought I had everything that I wanted. Something isn't feeling right. I have to sacrifice. I just wanna be happy. I have to make this right. I gotta do this for me. Yeah, I deserve to be happy. Oh, sunshiny days, dark clouds go away. I just wanna be, I deserve to be. Sunshiny days, dark clouds go away. I just wanna be, I deserve to be.
You know I'm in these streets, know we gotta eat. You know it's dangerous, gotta keep the heat. When I get home, I just wanna be, I just gotta be you and me. I wanna be happy. All this other shit is bullshit. Like too short when you taking risks. We gon' be together, it ain't no breaking up. Like what you mean, you got me fucked up. You know what it is, and this love ain't gon' change. You might as well be happy, take my last name. I'm tired of these games you be playing. It's me and you, baby, no change. You know we already got plans. It is what it is, let's be happy together and fuck all of that plan.
Sunshiny days, dark clouds go away. I just wanna be, I deserve to be. Sunshiny days, dark clouds go away. I just wanna be, I deserve to be.
Back with Flava1 on YouTube. If you are just now joining us, we have the lovely Moyi. The song we just played is called Happy. Make sure you check that out on all streaming platforms. I think you had mentioned about wanting to be a teacher, so I'm wondering if you were teaching prior to you making music, or what were you doing actually before you started making music?
I was not teaching, not legally at least.
Okay.
not with a degree or anything, but I actually was just waitressing.
Oh.
I waitress, I do photography, and teaching. See, the way that I want to teach is I actually see myself opening up a youth center, but for special needs kids. The way that I want to teach is artsy. So I want to teach music. I want to teach, just help and mentor kids. That's pretty much what my vision was for teaching. Not necessarily like at a school, but I want to open up like an art center. But I haven't done it as a professional before, but it's something I definitely want to do.
Now, why do you say you want to open up a program particularly for students with special needs? Do you have a personal connection?
I did actually. My ex, the guy that I was dating before, the one that I have now, he had a daughter who was she has diabetes. She was type 1, and I saw how hard it was for the schools to learn. I saw how hard it was for, anyone to just take her because they didn't want to, I guess, deal with her medical issues. And as a waitress, I saw a lot of children come in wheelchairs, a lot of children come in with, just mentally impaired. I've always wanted to do something with special needs kids.
It's my understanding that you have children, right? And so I'm wondering, how do you balance being a mom, being an artist, being all of these things?
I don't even know.
But you want to know something? I'm going to be honest with you. Before we connected and we got to where we go, which that's going to come in a little bit, you inspired me. And seeing the transition, you know what I mean? Seeing, single mom and at the time and with your son and watching your son and your son doing these things that are just, and I'm seeing and you're like, okay, I got to go to the studio. I'm going to the beach. I'm going with my son. We're going to have this. We're going to do that. Watching it, I was just looking at it, I was like, because for me also too, it was like trying to find my balance because I'm all over the place. And I was just like, hold on. I said, if this woman can do it, there's no reason for me to be able to find my balance. Sometimes the balance is off and I get in trouble. But you are a big inspiration on why I do what I do also too. So I just want to tell you right on Flava Radio YouTube page and
you know what I learned? I learned that no matter how tired I am, I still have to put the kids first. I can do all this stuff and I still have to put them first because at the end of the day, we're doing it for them. But at the end of the day, time is more important than what we're doing. So one thing I had to learn, like no matter how tired I am, I still got to get up and do something with them. So they motivate me.
Now, Moyi, our next question for you is, what is your creative process like when it comes to creating your music? I imagine that some artists, they need a particular thing or they need to be in a particular space. What is that one thing or few things that you need in order to get in that creative mindset?
So the benefit of living in Florida is the ocean. I go there at night. It could be 1 a.m, 2 a.m, early in the morning. The ocean is literally my peace. Yes. When I'm like in that mindset, like, man, I literally go to the ocean, release, I pray, I cry out, and it comes to me. All my writing, everything I do, it just comes to me.
We have another song by Moyi, and it's called Be All Right. Moyi, can you talk a little bit about this song?
Be All Right is exactly what the title says. One day I was sitting here, I put a beat on, and I was like, Lord, just guide me on this one. It literally is a song about saying, you know what, no matter what's going on, no matter what you're facing, the trials, the tribulations, it's going to be all right. If you believe in God and you believe in faith and prayer, and you literally, just stay consistent in that, everything is literally going to be all right.
Before we get into this song, can you give us just a little sneak peek of the vocals? Just, you don't got to do nothing crazy, but can you just sing the hook for us? And we'll get right into it.
Even when the stars forget to shine, I know that everything will be all right. I know because God is by my side. I know that everything will be all right.
I was waiting for you to keep going.
I did. No.
That was great.
Thank you.
That was awesome. So on that note, let's get into Be All Right, and we will be right back with more Flava1 on YouTube with the one and only Moyi.
stars forget to shine, even when the stars forget to shine, I know that everything will be alright. I know that everything, I know because God is by my side. He is by my side. I know that everything will be alright. It will be when I'm down, when I'm all alone. I know I can call on you. I know that everything will be okay. He will pull me through you. You see, there's nothing that my God can't do. If He made a way for me out of no way, He can do the same for you. You gotta put your trust in Him, or else your light will dim. You can shine from within, even when the stars forget to shine. Even when the stars forget to shine, I know that everything will be alright. I know that everything, I know because God is by my side. He is by my side. I know that everything will be alright. You gotta put your trust in Him, or else your light will dim. You can search from within. He pulled me out of darkness. He made a way for me. He pulled me out of darkness. He made a way for me. He made a way for me. He pulled me out of darkness. He made a way for me. Made a way for me. He made a way for me. Made a way for me. Even when the stars forget to shine. Even when the stars forget to shine, I know that everything will be alright. I know that everything, I know because God is by my side. He is by my side. I know that everything will be alright. It will be alright. It will be alright. It will be alright. With God by my side. Made a way for me. He pulled me out of darkness. He made a way for me. With God by my side. Made a way for me. With God by my side. Stars forget to shine. With God by my side. Every day. With God by my side. We'll be alright.
We are back with more Flava1 on YouTube. If you are just now joining us, we have the lovely Moyi. Moyi is a gospel recording artist, and we just played her song, Be All Right. Now, during the break, Moyi was explaining to us, giving us a little more insight to Be All Right. And so, Moyi, I'm wondering if you can share for the listeners, because Unknown was saying he thought it was about your man. So, can you share whatever you feel comfortable sharing, and more so about the song and the writing process and how that song came to be?
This song came to me at a period of my life where I was in a lot of confusion. So I told myself, you know what, I'm going to let go. I'm going to let God do what He does, and I'll just go from there. And actually, this song came to me within 10 minutes. I just put a beat on, and I just started speaking. And I said, okay, you know what, this works. And what I spoke, I sang, and it became a song. But I use this song till this day for encouragement and motivation, because we all have our dark days. So I feel like this song will help you realize that no matter, even in your dark days, that you can, He'll pull you out of it. You can get out of it. there's always like lighter days ahead.
Yes, definitely.
But it's not about a man, everybody.
Yeah, unknown. It's not about no man.
It ain't about a man.
This is that woman power stuff. They try to say, it ain't
That's
about
right.
men. Anywho.
In addition to that, Moyi, I'm wondering, being a woman in the music industry, do you ever feel pressured to be a certain way, to look a certain way, to sound a certain way? Do you ever find yourself in that space?
I have experienced certain things, and I said, no matter what, I'm going to stay true to myself because, first of all, I'm a mother. And I wouldn't want my daughter to be out there doing things that I don't do or that I don't condone. Yeah. So, or I don't want my son to, you know, look at women a certain way because it's what society is telling you to do. Mm-hmm. So I have experienced some things, but I've also told myself, no matter what they're doing, I'm going to stay true to myself because that's what's going to make me, that's what's going to set me apart is literally staying true to myself. But I have experienced some situations that I just say, you know what? I'm good on this. It's not for me.
Yeah, I remember those talks. Like, oh no, they was this. I was like, let's don't do something you ain't supposed to be doing. Leave that alone. You know what I mean? It ain't worth it. So, and I'm proud of you, man, because you stay course. You ain't going off course. You just going straight, and you ain't looking left or right. You just on that path. You know what I mean? So
tunnel vision.
That's right.
Can you talk a little bit about the places you've performed and where people can possibly get tickets or come see you perform in the future?
I've been doing some shows in Orlando. At one point, I was doing shows in Cape Coral. They have like a little restaurant out there that they do like showcases. There's a show in Sanford, which is by me as well. Every month they put on a Showtime in Sanford. Remember that show, Showtime at the Apollo? Well, they do Showtime in Sanford. It's ran by a guy named Calico. He does like amazing shows. They do a lot for the community. But if there's like local shows out here, I'll sign up for them. I'll do them until my tours come.
Yeah.
Nice.
Because it's coming.
It definitely is. It's coming. I'm going to buy a ticket. Yeah. Make sure you come back. Make sure you come back home though. If you're gonna do a tour, come home.
I was supposed to do a show in New York a few times.
Okay.
The city, but I follow my intuition with a lot.
and that's a beautiful thing. You know, if it ain't right, don't do it. Who cares? You know what I mean?
I'm not desperate for opportunity.
I've told you. We spoke earlier, and we were talking about transitions and how you motivated and you inspired me, and living the single life to now transitioning over to this Prince Charming guy. Every time you post something about him, you are smiling and you're always talking positive about him. And the beautiful thing about him is that how he supports you. So now people want to know. Well, Unknown wants to know, and people that are listening gonna want to know. We want to know a little insight, and we want to know how you guys met, what it was, and how you guys became this beautiful package. You know what I mean?
We met at work. We actually worked together.
Okay. Oh, workers.
For a short period of time. We worked together, and I don't like to date people I work with, but I mean, it happened, you know. And he was actually very different. And when I tell you it was a very confusing time of my life because I had just I had just got out of a very terrible, terrible relationship. It was it kind of drained me, a very bad relationship. So I told myself that I was going to focus on my music, my career, and my son and everything I had to do. No more men. I'm not dealing with men. They're all the same, blah, blah, blah. You know that mentality we have. So I started doing my thing, started doing my music, focused. I was really focused. And then this guy comes out of nowhere with like the old school gentleman opening up your car door, putting you first, like not even trying to do like, I don't want to get too, it's fine. But he wasn't looking at me like a sex object. I wasn't a sex object to him. He looked at me like an actual person. Like he looked besides that. And I wasn't used to that.
Yeah.
Obviously,
Well,
you
but you
know.
want to know something, ladies and gentlemen, man? You heard it, man. Ladies, listen, I'm gonna tell you right now, the gentlemen's are out there, all right? So if you're
Yes, they
stuck
are.
in that mentality where all men are the same, all men are not the same, man. You just gotta find that one, and actually not even find it. It just falls
It
in
comes
on
to
your
you.
lap. It comes to you. When it comes to you, you know it's right.
He actually changed my life a lot. I was very he tells me all the time, and now I actually see it. But I see the good in everybody. Like everybody, you could be the most foul person, and I see the good in you.
Gotcha.
I guess I'm just equipped that way. I don't know, but I was very green and gullible to a lot of things that I was connecting myself to, and he helped me see like another perspective, like another way of things, and it actually strengthened me. So,
How long you guys been?
I should know this. I should keep dates, but honestly, I don't know. Like 3 years, 2 years, I don't know. 3 years, I think. We had a baby in the process.
There you go. You see, now the good stuff comes. You see? Now the good stuff comes. Wow, ladies and gentlemen, yes, they had a baby. And we all know how that happens. But we're not going to ask that question because this is not that type of show. We want to know the transition now since we're all in this different time period during COVID. And I want her to tap in a little bit with getting into that and seeing how if it put a damp in your career, or did it like help spark up something different? You know what I mean?
In 2019, I said 2020 is going to be my year of vision. I manifest my years every year. I got pregnant and then COVID hit while I was pregnant. And I said, wow. So we decided you're not working no more. No more working. You don't need to work. Take care of the baby. COVID was a blessing in disguise to me, even though, the losses we endured and everything in our family. To me, COVID was a huge blessing because COVID, I got my daughter. It developed my career. I created my Anointed Visions photography business. COVID was like the beginning of literally all of my blessings. So, it wasn't always, it's not all positive, but I can say that COVID was definitely a blessing in my household.
Before we wrap up our interview, I'm wondering if there is anything else that you would like to share, that you would like for the listeners to know.
One thing I do want to say, because not only more for the women, like, no matter what, literally stay true to yourself, because a lot of people are not out there to help you. It's a hard reality that I had to learn for myself. A lot of people don't really want to help you, especially when you're starting off. So I'm actually very grateful for DJ Unknown, because he loves to help people. And I wanted to give you that love right really quick. But but I am on TikTok under MoyiG716, on Instagram I_am Moyi, MOYI, on Facebook as well. So those are all of my handles. And actually, I'm a part of a group called Grounded Presents Jeremiah 29:11. We encourage women. It's a women encouragement, women empowerment group, but it's all positivity. So you can check that out too. It's on all streaming platforms.
Again, we want to thank you for joining us today. And again, for the listeners, we have just wrapped up our interview with Moyi. You can check out Moyi on Instagram at I_am Moyi. That is I_AMMOYI. Okay. Yes.
We got a whole dance going.
Thank you so much for your time.
Moyi. Sing it, Moyi. Come on. Oh, let's go, Moyi. Bring us up real quick. Come on.
IAMOIYI. I spelled it wrong.
Oh, wow. That's that Florida-ness. You see, what happened was, ladies and gentlemen, she's been gone too long.
Too long.
But look, before we go, Moyi, can you sing one of your favorite songs and wrap it out with something beautiful? It could be like your
song.
You know what? Let it be, because it's about Moyi. Sing one of your. Can you give us a little bit of a little taste just to bring us out? You know what I mean?
Okay. Okay. I thought I was whole until I lost control. Didn't know which way to go. Had to give up everything. So much truth, are you listening? Darkness, it filled my mind. My thoughts weren't always divine. His truth I was willing to find. So he shined his light in me.
Hey, thank you so much. Thank you.
Thanks.
Thank you.
Moyi.
All right, Moji. I appreciate you. Thank you for taking the time with us. We appreciate you. And we're gonna keep watching you. We're gonna bring you back again, all right?
All right. I'll be there.
All right. Thank you. Thank you so much.